Get on Instagram. I'll show you this behind. Madden 19. Madden 19. He getting on Madden 19. Oh, you play 18? You don't got 19? Oh.
We welcome you back to the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. It's Bronco football as we get set to rejoin the action in quarter number 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the...
Oh, yeah, you bullshit.
Ready.
Yeah, mine's got locked out.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
As soon as you load in the Madden,
fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football,
how does he get tackled in the air?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down.
Ready.
Like your video.
53, Mike. Here we go. 100.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll drop the throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jake Butt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos add on.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Christian Kirksey.
Oh, okay.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. And a lopsided rollout, the roads are usually open.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. Yeah, I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rolling to his right, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Flushed out right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Running back. Rushing running back.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Position.
So for Denver, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They moved to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL
be honest, I'm the one that
on EA Sports.
What difficulty you playing on? What difficulty? All right, bet. Yeah. About to say. My cousin, I caught my cousin in the lot of that. Nigga playing. That nigga he got 20 now. I told him I don't need to play football like that, so I'm not gonna lie. because I probably gonna get that game.
Now my dreams reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene,
Yeah, I'm gonna get that too, bro. I'm gonna get it after 2K.
Now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie.
Oh, it's my gamer time.
Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life.
I had to make a new account. The other account got hacked.
The gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage.
After I got verified, well, I didn't get verified, but nigga was giving me followers like hell.
You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh.
I might as well be verified, I ain't gonna lie to you.
People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days.
Hey, order me some Subway too.
Treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the jakes.
Man, I heard you sold corn. You.
Now we're cooking.
Yep.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now he's going to throw deep. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Litt.
Touchdown. You got two, son. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 30 days, let's go. Check in. Bring.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around.
Go along with it,
offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Yo,
and he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver.
fucking tall. Look at this. She's a drug queen. She got Botox on top of her Botox. Her skin falling.
Now he'll let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a conspiracy.
Larry beat Jalen. He wanted his
We
wife.
love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that. That's a big game. Intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turn. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football.
I'll sit here and get the lie.
Matchup a season ago. The Bears and the
Anything you
Rams
put
from
against me
LA.
as a conspiracy
Monday Night
or
Football
some type
from
of
down
fucking
in
hoax.
Mexico City to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it. Meanwhile,
can see
they
in the
take
back.
a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
Now, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They take a shot downfield there. Complete. And Denver getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
It's my second year with the Giants.
And he's going to go down.
Left first.
Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Wait,
Emerson
did Jalen just say he's going to the
get him, and
Pacers?
that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a... Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
I think he in real life.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. Airing it out for Hamilton, and it's knocked away and incomplete. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw, and an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 at a Denver first down.
Yo, I can just picture that shit, bro. By the time Jalen actually take off running, you'll be on the other side waiting for his
and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there.
Nigga, you big for your age and shit. You play football. You can still get your ass whooped, though.
A first down as well.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
He'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. There you have it. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Emmanuel Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
My team defense is ass, though. What the fuck?
Back to throw here. On the move to his left.
I heard that nigga say he was sucking him on the
Left
low.
side here, that's the tight end fan.
That nigga said that shit.
Well
That nigga just said that
across
shit.
the 45.
He did not say that. David, he did not say that.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Y'all telling me I'm the only one that heard that.
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 50.
I don't know, we playing 20.
Oh my fucking God.
Check. Watch the ball. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ben Gideon gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to...
He's got a man complete.
Does he want Tom Brady
as a quarterback? And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Eric Kendricks.
Oh, my God. This is bad.
This damn team defense is ass, bro.
Back to throw. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
Defense is ass.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
$50 here.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to, and he's going to go down again.
Right there, 54, right there.
Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Yo, these niggas stay cheating, man. As soon as you hit them, these niggas start going.
For a Broncos score.
What the fuck is that?
River Craycraft, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Broncos will extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start.
Back to throw now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Ball four.
Boom. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on
My last one
EA
was in
Sports.
high school, freshman year.
Oh my God.
So
I
it's
just got
Bronco
sniped.
football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final
Nigga, I
couple
got
of
one
minutes
hit
and
on him
escape
and
with
the
a
nigga
win.
backed off.
They're going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
I punched that nigga in the face one time right in the fucking cheekbone. And that
caught.
nigga just backed
And he'll
off.
go out of bounds inside the
I'm trying to
15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big
You better
ones.
go in there.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Yeah, good job. That's the way you make it
Look at that nigga
That's the
racist.
way.
That sound mad racist, nigga.
Red, 70 in. Tie it right, tie it right. 4 down. Alert. Let's go.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. It's a safety, Ron Parker, there to make the tackle. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle
Another
this
win.
and carry it with
10
them.
and 1.
And as an offensive coordinator, you still think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being
Nigga, I'm getting 500 yards a game, bro.
I think
All
my
you doing is
player
run the
get
ball,
injured.
get a touchdown. Get the ball, touchdown. Get the ball, touchdown. Get the ball,
That's
touchdown.
probably why they ain't put me in the game, because I ain't been in the first, second, third. They ain't even put me in fourth yet.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad.
What is that?
Flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'ma praise those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers,
This is a Tom, not Tom Brady.
whole team counted, that's
No,
a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him
Not
locked.
man through the ball.
Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the pig skin when he stretch your distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanna...
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
Follow their routes.
Yeah, EA access with no fucking, whatchamacallit. I thought it was free. I'm about to say about that.
Set, 50, win. Watch the slip, watch the slip.
What is the difference between EA access? I don't get it.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is
have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play. They look for them to try it again later.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
We worked this hard to get to the playoffs.
Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long run. Now it's third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw in double coverage.
You better be careful.
So what do you
too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
In my career, you got to start off on college.
34-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
You play 2 college games, then you get drafted.
They really look comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Fucking long shot, man. Long shot was a good-ass score. You just picked that.
They'll set up to throw.
I hated that long shot shit.
Now he's going to throw
but
deep
that shit, after you got dropped, you barely played. You haven't played that nigga.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive
back is you pick your college you want to go to. You play you do the combine, and then you get drafted.
Sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Star Latulippe able to get him for a loss of about 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to have your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
OBJ is not the only catcher on our team,
bro. You could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish. But he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Being chased out left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Nigga threw his 5th interception, bro. Oh my God.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Your own teammates.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning.
What slot are y'all giving me? Free.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Matt Milano leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit him with a screen soon.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46.
You dropped the
ball,
my
nigga. A huge play there for Denver. And even 40 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll look to throw again.
And a lot of people ask the same question.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant with his second touchdown.
Yeah, David.
Ready, 60 Pittsburgh. 49.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showing off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
A deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. River Craycraft, his third touchdown now.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And
yeah, this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
What happened?
Here we go. 8, read.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Airing it out. It got his man complete.
Oh, my God.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Put me on my bench.
And all the way home for a Bronco
It's not
score.
even us. The nigga won't let me in the game.
Hamilton, 70.
I think my player injured, though. Because they let him in the fourth quarter. But at 3 minutes, and we getting beat 42-3.
Check.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
Oh.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Well, I just threw my 5th touchdown of the game. We up 41-3.
Touchdown City, baby. On the double.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Yeah.
Ready, go.
They'll try and start this
Thing
drive in
is,
the
my
air.
team is a higher
Steps
overall
away
than
to
this
his
team. We
left.
still lost.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
We're losing to the freaking
Emmanuel
Colts.
Sanders.
It shows before the game. My offense is a 90, but the overall is a 78. That's how you can tell their defense is ass.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
I don't even care.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the...
And the pressure gets to him again. Ed Oliver in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And Denver getting set to take the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And
Yeah,
that's the lineup there complete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Buying time to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lind.
56-6. We're beating these niggas by 50.
Here we go. Set 18 Gators.
My nigga torn complete ACL tear. Out 27 weeks.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And our record is 10-5. And the Colts record was 5-10.
Damn.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Out for the year.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10.
Yep.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at
the
the
last team we
8-yard
beat was
line.
91-28.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I can't help but laugh.
You want to
And the
team
only
that was?
reason
It was a
is
higher
anytime the backup breaks a big one
Hey,
like
Drew.
that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film. Want to know why he's not getting started.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos kick.
63-6.
The Titans. 91-28. The Titans.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle it here as he pulls it in. That's good for 28 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
It took you longer games to get to 90? Goddamn.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here.
Probably because I'm getting 500 yards a game.
Now as they look to salt this one away.
What position you play?
Quarterback.
Pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So this is what happens when you get behind the
I want to play the wide
people
receiver,
like to
bro.
say when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how they can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Mostly a wide receiver.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
I'll be running with that
just don't really do that in the NFL. We
know
these guys play, and we just put them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.
I hit 89 and 90 in this overall. In this game, I hit 89 and 90.
I'm going against the Cowboys. They got 85 overall.
All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar.
Dang, bro, we lost the Super Bowl.
But that was the Super Bowl game you was on 3?
No, I got injured with the game before the Super Bowl.
Oh damn.
We lost 78 to 52. 78 to 52. And I'm still out the rest of the season. Not the rest of the season, but half of the season. Dog, I'm in week 17. We're going against the Louisiana Cardinals. I got 2 practices. I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me.
Now I'm 10-1.
Magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage.
My nigga fumbled the ball. Oh my God.
For the season, I got 4,887 yards, 36 touchdowns.
A fight for the right.
I got 6 interceptions though. God damn.
I swear, if we go against the
throwing
Colts
here on first down. Stepping
Freaking
up,
what you call
and
this
he
is
will
about to be
score. Touchdown, Denver. A 12-yard touchdown run.
we have to go against
And
the
the
Colts.
Broncos have taken the early lead.
Super Bowl.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability.
That's crazy, right before the game. We still lost, but we still went to Super
They go
Bowl.
play action here on
Still
first down.
lost.
Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Okay, Eli, you doing better now. Against a freaking high overall team, we could have
Drop
already
to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland.
Yeah, it's already 21-0 in the first quarter.
Ready. Watch tight end.
Are you serious, my nigga? OBJ got
Look to throw here.
Oh, yeah,
Dancing to his left. He'll let this go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way
That
home
one
for a
got no
Broncos score.
good players in there.
Cortland
28-0, bro.
Eli.
28-0. I just got my 5,000 yards in the season.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's good. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton doing.
I got my 48 touchdown this time. 35-7. Alright, now he's 40 on 35-14.
We're losing 14-0 against the Cowboys.
Now back to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got it with the 15. A huge play there for Denver. And even 50 yards.
I already got 300 yards in the
One
first
thing's for
half.
sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do?
Under a heavy rush rushing down he goes.
5-for-5.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
I just jumped over this nigga as a quarterback, bro.
First step in the right direction.
Yeah, I got the touchdown. 20th rushing yard touchdown.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope.
Don't want acting like they can't block. Shoot.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
When you wide open, they want to pass.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards. Well, that
I told you I did a 96-yard touchdown my first game.
Take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here, and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
The first game it was a passing one, 96-yard passing one, and then the second game it was a putback.
With that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence.
You didn't run play for the quarterback,
you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Quarterback. 80 seconds me. 80 seconds me.
From the red zone now, they look to throw. This is close. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Second best receiver.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. River Craycraft.
Come on. You go, oh my God.
Back to throw now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
OBJ got Nick injured.
In a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for an abbreviated.
They're really trying to ruin your damn team. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. My nigga, he's still in. This is the next year. If I can play the Super Bowl. OBJ
on first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards.
We spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up those beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Nigga hurt his hand. Somebody last name Lindsay on the Broncos.
Okay, great. Yeah. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Four down.
Booker on first down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Oh, my God.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, but look at keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he'll be brought down right at the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number. We can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A 4-yard touchdown.
Win, okay. Are you serious, my nigga? Why are you always falling?
Back to throw here. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Yo, my nigga caught the
huge play there for Denver. And even
he got tackled at the 1-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Why can't I get a touchdown?
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around.
We're losing
27-7. Like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos add on. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
511
Give him
yards.
30 yards there.
And 6 touchdowns.
Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only did they drop, it looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Being chased out left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Andy Janovich.
We got to play smart.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll buy some time right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I just got a
on that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I've seen this game, bro.
He'll look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just...
Oh, my God. Another interception.
76-35.
I can't even concentrate, my nigga.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. Pushing his way through. 31 yards there, first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Tackling it on the fucking 1 yard line.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
You dropped the ball, nigga. Drop the ball.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you still think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
88% completion.
So for Denver, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye.
You can't get a freaking touchdown to save our life.
Damn.
37-7.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God, bro. You better not mess this up.
Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch, like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up.
Yes, sir.
What do I need any more for?
Yes, sir.
You can check the scoreboard. Check the stats. Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out.
Straight to the middle.
You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch. I'ma shine out. Working hard. Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on. Took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings. I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard. I can never play soft. Giant in New York. I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin'. You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch. I'ma shine out. Working hard. Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on. Took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings. I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard. I can never play soft. Giant in New like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch.
Oh, yeah.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Oh, my God.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Are you serious, my nigga?
How about that? Their quarterback, 83 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing. The second one was the payoff. That was the big one.
Wait, what was that? How many yards was that? God damn. Oh, 83-yard rushing touchdown, bro. You alright, sir?
What is that?
83-yard touchdown on quarterback. Just running.
Got more yards than me. This dude right here, he been injured. I'm talking about this season. I've been injured most of the season.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it. I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse.
This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but... Maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip.
Wait, these niggas, what the fuck? These niggas brought me back down to 88. I was brought back down to 88.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll set up the throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now it's Freeman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, there'll be marginal yardage against them.
Complete out right to Jake Butt. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
On the set. 53. Check 53. Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joe Schobert. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Yards that time as he's... And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from game. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. River Craycraft. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Noah Fant with his second. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you on out to our studios. You want the third quarter? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards.
51 to 7 now.
Here we go. Set.
They'll look to throw here. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with it, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 21 yards there on third down.
These niggas
and with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Rolling to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
That's probably where you were stopping.
Give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Back to throw, being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Larry Ogunjobi. That's now back-to-back.
Set, ready, 90, walk. Go against the mic. Everyone pretty quiet. Ready, go.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And maybe they start thinking about burning these timeouts. They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
I know he's not big.
Confidence with a lead to throw here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like total at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You've got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear that?
This nigga thinks like he had a real football game.
Right.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I didn't know my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support rod. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do, lace up the shoes, chase up the W's. What I do, lace up the shoes, chase up the W's. Now what I do, lace up the shoes, chase up the W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops, oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me, naturally I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me, we ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure don't stop, it's a long season. Winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't...
Now...
How would you throw it so far, my nigga?
Let's go, let's go, let's go! 30 pace, let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Here we go!
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. The 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Oh my God! If I lose this championship,
ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
No,
second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Play last year.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come waiting.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A 5-yard touchdown run.
Come on, nigga. Run it. No huddle, no huddle. Are you retarded?
Looking to throw.
First and goal, bro.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 5th.
26-91.
He's some booty,
He's scored. Oh, you doing just like me.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush down right.
Me a team 98.
It's got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football.
I won't throw a Hail Mary.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This is caught inside the 15.
It's a huge
play there for Denver. 48 yards. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman. So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Maybe that can give a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
He playing a rookie.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Taken in by Hamilton. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback.
I'm the Hall of Fame. That's why I'm getting blown out so bad.
Here we go. 8, read. Check in.
She give me that blow.
Throw that shit out like a vacuum.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Forced out to his left.
Trying to pop a nigga helmet off.
So we've come to halftime after a very... And okay.
I'm up 24-0. Well, 24-8. Well, now it's 24-8. Fucking niggas can't play defense whole ass.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Thank you for swinging.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ben Gideon gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down.
We'll beat them 34. I'm at 35 to 28. Oh, they staying with us. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna run this.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Airing it out for Hamilton. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton.
The rushing touchdown or throwing touchdown?
They'll look to throw here on first down.
I got like 21.
Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the
21
fight for
rushing
the football.
touchdowns and like 40 regular
the drive
touchdowns.
starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that's going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
That's caught at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
We won,
so
baby.
much for being conservative and running that football.
We won the championship.
And he will score. Touchdown,
This is 35-28.
9 yards on the touchdown run.
I got to hold it, though. Wish I get one more touch. Oh, he face mask. That face mask. Face mask. Oh, my God. He ran to the touchdown, bro. Oh, my God. Nice time.
And an alley to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Oh, my God, bro. This nigga tied the game up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
2 seconds left. They go get. They lost the challenge.
Here we go. 8-3. You better be afraid of me. You better. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3. Second and 3.
That's like playing Hall of Fame 2K.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
I know.
And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle.
I got
and that's
over
going to tack
rushing
on
yards.
15 more. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
I'm a little put it on my face.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.
Oh my God, I'm so retarded. That wasn't the championship.
As an offensive coordinator, you still think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
I'm going to get some Rams. They 12-4, but that was what game? What game was that anyway?
Probably like a semi-final or some shit.
No, it just started.
Oh, but that was the first round. Goddamn.
It was something.
You Davis, you went up 2 doing quick, bro. You went up 2 quick, bro. You ain't ready for it.
Oh yeah, that was the first round. You was right. You was right.
6-5.
It's a win or go.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do?
Big bang table.
I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me. No conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out one for the set.
What happened, David? Your booty getting salty?
Run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One of the great coaches said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incomplete.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde, and his crew will take over. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Lorenzo Alexander in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lorenzo Alexander racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. They'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. Time here to remind you that coming up later tonight on Sunday Night Football, it's the Seahawks and the Eagles from Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And then tomorrow night on Monday night, more Birds with the Ravens involved in that one. Sadly not taking on the Cardinals or Falcons, though. Instead, they'll match up with the Rams in L.A. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to...
And Denver getting set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. They'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He's next.
He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lorenzo Alexander. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
He's next.
So we reach halftime, and just like...
Come on, right into that.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole...
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton. 7.
Fucking they can't go deep on through there.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Airing it out, and that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defenses.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay with a lucky... They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Flush to his right. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. He'll look to throw.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean...
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself.
I need to win it.
Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, that's that like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a G with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
enough. I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place.
I think it's a 79 overall.
Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.
I got 29 touchdowns.
A fight for the right.
I'm a 91.
Here we go. Set.
Why you take? No, you're not, nigga. Don't lie.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in the pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush. Pardon, there was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th.
Dumbass motherfucker.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you? A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the...
And I'm 92.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Melvin Ingram racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they... Don't forget, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we've got the Pats and the Texans from NRG Stadium in Houston. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, it's supposed to be really cold up in Seattle. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
Hey, your ass still scoring on all pro.
And coming out now, the Broncos. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Pass complete here to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's got to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, shit. Who are you going against?
So that flag will...
132.
So the Broncos coming out now. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got this one for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coaches, standing by. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now back to throw.
Tyreek Hill.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. Boy, they're going to need...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now...
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Don't fucking pass the ball.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
That means they have to win the 50-50 balls.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I gotta throw it, don't I?
Melvin Ingram, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Called out a very strong gain of 24. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of...
And Denver getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looks a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But
and he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Back to throw here. Now they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jerry Tillery able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yes, Tyreek Hill.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Told you. Well, that's it.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are,
and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
Yeah, but
Lose, baby. We played you like at the game at the start over. I said you lag at the game. You almost how would you do if you lag at the game? And like you don't end it, shut off. If you don't end it, just shut off.
Wait, what y'all got your time limit on?
I got 15. One reason I'm on 10 minutes because they take me out every second quarter. So. Because Tyreek Hill don't want to.
Championships, all my records go hard. This a championship. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym, jumping all over hurdles. I'm evading the pit.
So I might get that Super Bowl. What's the score? Kansas City.
I am up, number 1 seed. Ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz. Yeah, move the chains,
I won championship.
Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Yeah. I hope so. So, yeah. If we lose, you always got next year. Right.
Are you ready for some football?
That's what you said.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do,
That Lord and that nigga catches STD, bitch. Okay, that's all for you, but okay. But they're your teammates, they're your team. Booty hole ass.
Hey everybody, it's the
Move, nigga.
Come on, kids.
Bitch, move.
Put pressure on you so you play better.
You a bitch, fucking hoe.
Hey, David, I'm putting pressure on you so you can play better.
They'll drop the throw. They'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, and he can't find anywhere.
Going against my favorite team.
To go with it, and he goes down.
Gardner will be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Really? What else do y'all win?
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that plays over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Denver. And even 50 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starts right.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. 14 yards. And the Broncos.
I'm on 92. Touchdown.
Oh, Tyreek. Tyreek Hilly.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And pressure gets to him again. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney.
In a minute, there we go. Power go cut.
We remind you that coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football. Seems like we've seen the Seahawks quite a bit in prime time the last few weeks, and we get them again tonight as they head down to L.A. to take on the Rams, and then tomorrow night. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards.
Hey, David, your EA Sports account.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone will come free.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll set up a throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
I saw David got a
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on around the NFL.
He said that shit at the beginning, and he didn't put the at the beginning.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
He put that shit on beginner at the beginning of the game.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before the field.
Stepping up, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Really, David?
It's their quarterback.
I don't know what he's talking about. You know, anytime he say I You know, anytime he said, fuck you, David. Fuck you, David. He said,
let's go, let's go, let's go. 30 days.
yeah, ISO. He said, you know, anytime he say that shit, I don't know what he's talking about.
He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to wind up in there, and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards.
And if
defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. They'll throw now on the final play. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Are you ready?
I like girls who like girls.
They gonna need some therapy.
2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton.
Did he call it an NBA champion? Finesse them cheeks, nigga.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it. If you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant. His 6th touch.
New York niggas always say that.
Ready up. I'm here all day. Double time, double time. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down.
I got injured into the
taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3 minutes
You
left.
never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little
3
brother
minutes.
down back there.
It's 42
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton
24,
of pride, and
my
they go
nigga.
into every job wanting to...
It's caught at the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 59 yards.
Why don't you get that
Always a benefit to have a quarterback that can roam outside of the pocket, make that throw, and I guess it's helpful to have a guy that can come down with a ball like that.
All of that ties in together perfectly. Imagine being on the other side of the ball, though. You think you've got coverage. The play gets extended. Now you've got to find a receiver to plaster onto before the ball gets there. Very difficult to do.
Who you want to be on?
While he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
I like niggas who like niggas.
What?
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their...
Here we
Come
go.
on, come on.
Set. 18 Gator.
We won. Oh my God, bro. We not
back to throw now in his own
3
end
minutes
zone.
left. Oh my
Dancing
God.
to his left.
Oh.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
My nigga's
He'll
done
get 8 on the
injury
scramble
crazy.
there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush,
I tore my ACL again.
He's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about one-man wins in the winning game for offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance.
80%. Yeah, but my nigga shouldn't be getting injured like this.
Wait, David, how you have that 6 upgrade, bro?
Oh my
God. How you have that 6 upgrade?
First down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay.
15 weeks, my nigga.
And he'll get it down on the play to
15
the 37.
to 27 weeks.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that hole with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
What?
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You know David Clay
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration. He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Let's go. I beat these niggas 70 to 24, nigga. I won the Super Bowl, nigga. Yo, nigga, you suck, nigga. I won the championship. I won the championship, nigga. I won the championship. Nah, nigga, you ain't win nothing. Yes, let's send him to the drive. Big Dick Donnie. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no risk. Robert, you wanna be famous. They act like they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. I see your girl texting my phone. What's up, baby? Right. Talking to a bunch of niggas by. Talking to a bunch of niggas by.
Well, David, yo, I know you put the sliders up, bro. I know you put the sliders up. You see he laughing, bro. Told you that nigga cheat. Didn't y'all just hit this nigga lane? You put the sliders up, nigga, don't lie. Yes, you did. Yeah, you gonna win the suit. Because.
Cheating on me? So,
look at this. ISO was a 99 overall. That nigga lost in the Super Bowl. High your ass a freaking 97 and you won that shit on All Pro. What kind of
that ain't make no sense.
This sound good at that. What the fuck is good?
Here we go. 6 orange.
They'll set up to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well,
they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the store, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a...
Rookie player.
Yes, he was, David.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next one?
Yes, he was. Maybe you set that shot at the beginning. You put that shot at the beginning.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Yeah, right.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he'd been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
6-0 our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and 14.
You can't trade teams.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back into...
Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Look like and the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as
and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
There you go.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line.
Because you don't play 2K, nigga. Because you don't play 2K.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
That's the hooker.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to... This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Now, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm telling you, nigga.
They'll look to throw here, and he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Now back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. So they tried to... So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the...
3:48 in the morning. What you mean? Oh, ass bitch. Because you a hoe, though. Alright, later, nigga. Alright.